Hey everyone, Abigail Reese. I used to think a lot when I heard people talking about, you know, visualizing in your mind what you want. If you want abundance, visualize that and it will automatically come to you. And I must admit, a few years ago, I thought that was utter bullshit. I really did. I thought, well, no, obviously you've got to put in the hard work to make it happen. So it's just all wishy washy about um, thinking about what you want and then it'll automatically come to you. Um, but since then, I've realized actually that's right. And the way it works is if you think about the things you want and you're in a specific mindset, you're automatically going to put in the right actions to make it happen. And I don't mean that on a metaphysical level or anything like that. What I mean is, I've just watched a great video by Dan Locke. I don't know if you know who he is. If you don't, you definitely want to look him up. Dan Locke, Lok. His mentor is the $50 billion guy, Dan Pena. Hugely amazing to watch. That's probably like really bad grammar, me saying that, but whatever. I'm not going to go back and change this video. But what he was saying is, and it just got me thinking, it's so freaking true. He was saying, he was asking a group of people in what looked like a hotel at some kind of webinar conference, something that was broadcasted, and obviously business people who were there to learn from him. And he was asking them, well, what do you have in your drawer? And do you have bills in your drawer? He was asking what people have on the fridge. He says some people literally have bills and statements on their fridge, or receipts for things they've bought, etc., on their fridge, or in their drawers. They have a whole drawer full of bills and things like that. And he says, and you imagine going to the fridge and you just see bills stuck on front of it. It's automatically going to put you in a very different mindset than if you say had $100 bill, or if you're in the States, or like a £50 note if you're in the UK. If you had money stuck on your fridge, you're obviously going to be in a very different mindset when it's there. And what he says is that he has in his drawer is he's basically got a drawer full of cash, just cold hard cash. And every time he opens a drawer, there's cash there. When he goes to the fridge, there's cash on the fridge. I mean, I'm someone who has tons of fridge magnets just from all over the world where I've traveled. I've got magnets all over my fridge. I've got so many magnets on my fridge that I have to now put the ceramic ones on the oven because I'm running out of room on my fridge. I've been collecting them for probably the last 15 years or so. And every time I go somewhere, I'll buy a fridge magnet. And, it's nice to see. I know some people like their fridge all kind of clean and with nothing on it on the front. But I like fridge magnets all over it. I just that's like the only thing really like that I collect are fridge magnets. But the point is, every time I go to the fridge, I see magnets from various trips I've taken, and memories then are reinforced every time I just even go to get the milk out the fridge or something. And it's so true. It's not a case of, well, just think about it and it'll come to you, because in thinking about it and visualizing it, your mindset changes and switches, and then you're going to end up doing the kind of things that you need to be doing to make it happen. So I guess that's really the point I was making in this video. When people say, think about, visualize what you want and it will happen. I don't think if you just sit there and dream about having what it is that you want, but doing absolutely nothing to make that happen, I don't think it's just going to naturally happen. But by visualizing it, by having constant reminders of it, if you're reminded of debt constantly, you're just going to see debt everywhere. You're just going to, your mindset, you imagine if you go to the fridge and you go to get the milk out for your coffee or whatever, and you see bills in front of you, immediately that's going to put you in a very different mindset than if you go to the fridge and you've got, like for instance, like what I've got is memories and trips all around the world in various places, or cash even on the fridge. I must admit, I don't have cash on my fridge. I think that's a great idea. I did at one point have a £50 note up on there and just left it up there for ages. And it was kind of nice having that. It's like every time I went to the fridge, that's what I would see. But just little things like that, you know, things like that can cause such a shift in your mindset that you find yourself doing different things as a result. Your mindset is in a different place, so you're going to approach things differently. You're going to have a different attitude. You're going to have different actions that you take. So, yeah, you know, it's just, it's more than just dreaming it and it will happen. To me, like, dreaming it and it will happen isn't enough in itself. It's what it causes in you and your mindset that makes you do things differently. And if you feed your mind right to start with, and if you are thinking along those lines to start with, then you're automatically going to push harder, do more, innovate more, and get there a lot faster than if you don't do that. So I guess that's all I want to say on this video. Anyway, have a great day. Have a great weekend, whatever you're up to. Apparently it's going to be beautiful weather here tomorrow, so I'm going to be out for the day enjoying the sunshine, I think. Anyway, have a great one, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.